Morning everyone. Well, it's a few days later and we're back on the fence build. This will be part 3, I think. It's going to be a bit of a saga. I'm doing it myself with all the gear and no idea. But we'll get there. We're on to the side of the barn. So there's the barn, there's the front. Here's the post we finished off the other day. I've just let them settle. Now we've got to run down this side here and put in a PA gate, a small gate, 4-foot gate. Yeah, we've got to get into it. So we had these holes dug out with the dingo, which made life a lot easier. But I suspect I'll have to, once I put the posts in, I'll have to go through and just clean them up, make sure they're all nice and straight, and concrete a few in. It's going to be great to have this finished. Tell you what, it's hard yakka. Okay, quick change of plans. That little guy there got out of this paddock through this fence into the neighbour's oats. Not good. What do they say? Good fences make good neighbours. Well, the fence is she's pretty old and needs replacing. I'm amazed that it jumped through it. It's amazing. It's gobsmacked. Anyway, we've got to fix the fence now. We've got the calf out. So what I had to do was cut the wires and push the calf back. I didn't film it. There's too much mucking around. And I'm puffed. I'm too old for this. So what we've got is the wire strainers on, and we're just gonna wire it all up. Tension, this is pretty loose here on the fence line, so I'll just tension all them up and that should save the day, hopefully. Buy a farm, they said. It'd be great. Yeah. So of course I've tried to wire the wrong wires together, and it's made a dog's breakfast of it. So we'll start again. Know where we're what we're doing, sort of. What I do is just get an old piece of wire like this, wrap around the old 2 pieces so you make a bridge across it. Because they've got barbs on it, the barbs seem to hold it all together. The wire that I'm replacing here is the real good thick there you go. It's a bit better. On to the next one. That's good. Next one. I'll have to go and speak to the neighbour, tell him that my cow got in, I got it out, and I'll probably have to, she's been in there for a little bit, so. Okay, I'm back with some fresh stuff. Let's try and fix this. Just so you know, I've got special gloves that I've bought specifically for these, but will I go up to the shed to get them? Nah. It's another trip. just quickly show you how these work. So this little grip here grabs this piece of wire, and then we have the main arms here which walk along the actual chain and click in like so. If I can do it with one hand, that clicks in there, and then the next one walks along and clicks in. If I can do it with one hand, hang on, in like that, and then you walk and then you just walk it up through the chain links, and then as it walks along the chain is linked again with another grip here. The Hayes wire strainer, amazing. We've got the cow back from Dean's. All the 3 weaned calves that we weaned off the other day are in this paddock here. One of them is Crazy, which is a Speckle Park cross Angus, and her mum has horns and she knows how to use them, and so she's a bit wild, and obviously that she's trained the baby to be wild as well. So what I'm in the process of doing now is putting another strand of wire on the top of this fence that we've already got. It's a four strand already, but I'm just going to put it as high on top here. So that'll be about 1.35, I think. So hopefully she won't jump it, because she has jumped fences before, this little crazy calf. I'll show you some footage. But yeah, I'll get that sorted now. So we start off with the old wire strainers again. Running out of chain pretty quickly. There's the end there. Yeah. People have said you should get a microphone to stop the wind, but that's kind of cheating, because I've got to put up with it. You know, these are the elements of farm life and rural life, so there's no point. I prefer to have the camera in its natural state, if you know what I mean. So you can understand how tough the elements are, how windy, how cold, how hot, how dry it is. You're getting it firsthand. I'd hate to cheat you or steal anything away from the experience, you know. That's tight enough. What I have to do now is go along and place this top wire in the on the top of the post there, that little groove, all the way through. It's got caught up here. So I don't think it has to necessarily be wired down. I will do a couple of them. All I want it there for is a barrier, so the cow will come up to this height where the wire is and know that there's barbed wire there, and that should prevent it from wanting to jump over. So hopefully that'll keep her in. What we'll do is, once they've been weaned off, Once they're weaned, they won't, and the mothers have dried off, so they're not producing any more milk. We'll be able to put the 3 back in with the main herd. And then this paddock here that we've just put 5 wires on, I'll run an electric wire through the middle of those as well, and that can be our bull paddock for the little bull calf that we've got. We'll keep him as a bull. He's a stud registered bull, so yeah, we'll keep him as a bull, and this can be his paddock. It's 5 acres of lush goodness. So I've run that top wire. Now I've just got to strain it off and tie it down. So you can see I've got plain wire here because I ran out of barbed wire. So I'll just finish, I think there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, say 12 meters there of plain wire on top. That's still going to be a deterrent, and then it'll knot into, or be tied into with the barbed wire here. So I can cut that around about there. That gives me about 3 feet to work with if I can actually get there we go. I'll just quickly show you this knot. There's all these special knots you can do. I can't do them. This is my knot. It's called the D knot. See how it's like a D? But yeah, that'll work. So the fence is done. Now let's get back to another fence. A post and rail, part 3, I think. Part 3. Okay, so it looks as though we've got the same problem that we had yesterday. So the holes are big enough, but they're out by about 5 to 8 centimeters. So we need to shave off part of the hole to get the post in, so it's upright, nice and straight, and is in line with the string line. So touches the string line. So I won't film that because it's going to take hours, but I'll bring you back when we're done. See you then. So I'll just show you this. This here is, you can see the string line. It's about 1.5 inches or 5 or 6 centimeters from the post. Now that was right on the post when I first put this post in. When I went and put this post in, because the hole should be start back here by about 6 centimeters, it's popped everything else out. Morning everyone. Well, it's day 4, I think, day 4 of the post and rail fence build. This will be part 3 or part 4, I'm not sure. I've lost track. The saga continues. So we've got all of the posts in now. All we have to do is put the rails across. So there'll be a rail at the top and a rail at the bottom, or one at 1.2 meters high and one at 60 high. The rails are 90 by 45 by 6 meter lengths of external or outdoor treated pine. So it's a bit more resilient than the internal stuff, lasts longer. We've got 3 gates to hang, which is the small PA gate, the 4.2 meter gate at the front, and then the 3.6 meter gate over at the side there. I'll move the buggy and the car and then we'll get into it. This should be easy. Okay, so the next thing we have to deal with, issue, challenge, is, or whatever you want to call it, is what height do we have the fence? Sorry, what height do we have the gate, and then what height do we have the rails? So I want the gate and the rails to be all one height around the fence line, and I kind of like this height because I'm 6'2", 6'3", and I can lean over the gate like this. It's just what you want to do, and look at your cows and look at your vast estate. Yeah, I think this is a good height. Maybe a little bit higher. Once we get this hung, I think it'll be at perfect height, for me anyway. So I think these gates are 120 centimetres high. Yeah. Yeah, around 120. So if we can make it 125 at the top. Let's have a look. Might be a bit high. I'll have to get Charmaine because she's a lot shorter than me and see what she thinks. Okay, so when we cut each of the rails, we're going to paint them with just with some paint, really. It's a charcoal colour, so we want to seal up the ends so that the weather doesn't get into them. And what we'll end up doing is painting the whole post and rail a dark charcoal or brown colour. But as we cut each of the rails, we'll paint the ends of them. Okay, so we did a test run. We screwed a rail in across the posts, but we found because of the contour of the land, it slopes down to the creek. So if we were going to have a completely straight rail from here all the way down there, it had started this height here, which is 1200, and it ended up being 1800 down at the corner. So what we're going to do is just measure from the ground up 1200 all the way along, and that way it will follow the contour of the ground. If you can see here, yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, it sort of contours down to the creek. So we've got a string line up, so I'll go through now and make sure they're all at the same level. Perfect. So yeah, that's 1200 there. String line's a bit loose, so we'll have to tighten that. This fence building business is harder than you think. Yeah, we'll sort that out. And then we've got to do along there. Tell us what you're doing, Charmaine.
I'm painting the ends.
Lather it on. Beautiful. So what have you done here, Picasso?
Painted the ends.
Nice, that's bloody beautiful, mate. Bloody beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Charmaine's made a cameo. Bye!
Bye.
I'll quickly show you what I've been doing. What I'm doing here is drilling a pilot hole first. It's freezing. So there you go. It's the end of the whatever part. We've got the top rails on and I've painted all the joints just to protect them. We've got our gate hung. We've got the gate over there hung. And then the little gate over there done as well. This is where the veggie patch will be. Just in there. It'll be good. Massive. Sun's going down. So there you go, guys, it's done. Well, for this part, this episode. Take care and we'll see you next time.